Okay, so let's just go over some random practice questions now from uh, different batch of topics resulting from pretty much everything to do with exponents. So let's look at something relatively easy. Let's say we want to say our objective is to simplify leaving no parentheses Is that how you spell parentheses, or is it an I there? Parentheses. Okay, I think that's how you spell parentheses. Or negative exponents. Okay, so let's assume that is our objective. Okay, so we want to simplify the following expressions, leaving no parentheses or negative exponents. Let's say first we have x to the fourth divided by the cube root of x. Now we want to use the rules of exponents, and this I want to really emphasize. If I ever ask you to use the rules of exponents to simplify, I expect you to use those rules, not just jump right to the answer, okay? And how would we use the rules of exponents to simplify this? Well, we can rewrite this as the first step would be x to the fourth divided by x to the 1/3. Okay, that would be step one. Step two would be rewriting this as x to the fourth times x to the negative 1/3. Okay, using the rules of exponents again, that would simplify to x to the fourth minus 1/3. Okay, and finally the simplified expression would be x to the 3 and 2/3. Okay, now that can also be written, if you like, it's not necessary, as x to the 11/3. Okay, again, this is using the rules of exponents. If you went straight from here to there, I would certainly count substantial points off. Okay, because number one, you have to realize the point of this section of topics is to teach you these different rules of exponents, of binomials, of monomials, of different polynomials, of simplification, and I need to make sure that you know how to manipulate those rules to get to your result. Does that make sense? In later chapters, we'll be beyond this material, and you can just skip from here to here if you wanted to, okay? But for the purpose of this chapter, you need to be able to apply these rules and show me that you know how to apply these rules. I hope that's clear. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to email me. Okay, let's do another one. Let's say we have the fourth root of x squared, that's x squared, divided by x to the fifth. Let me take this out because that's going to bleed through. Okay. Now, using the rules of exponents, that can be rewritten as x to the 2/4 divided by x to the fifth. I don't know why I cannot write today. Okay, divided by x to the fifth. And of course, I'm just going to simplify this by saying that is x to the 1/2 divided by x to the fifth. Okay. Now, using the rules of exponents again, we get x to the 1/2 times x to the negative 5 Using the rules of exponents again, that is x to the 1/2 minus 5. Simplifying that, we get x to the negative 4 1/2. And of course we can rewrite this as x to the negative 9/2. Now, please pay attention to what we're doing here. We want to eliminate any negative exponents in this case, in these examples we're doing. That's what we set out to do first, is simplify, leaving no parentheses or negative exponents. So we need to get rid of that negative exponent before we have a complete answer. So this then equals equals 1 over x to the 9/2. Let's do another one. An easy one. In fact, we may have even done this one before. So what is x cubed squared? Okay, now if you gave me x to the 6th, would that be correct? Yes, that would be the final answer, but that's the final answer skipping one of the rules of exponents. This equals x to the 3 times 2, and that equals x to the 6th, and that would be the final answer using the rules of exponents. Let's do another one that's slightly more complicated. So let's say we have the cube root of x squared times x to the 3/2 times y to the 4th divided by y cubed. Okay, so we can rewrite this as x to the 2/3. Now, keep in mind what you would want to do here if you're studying. If you want to practice on your own, just once I get to this point here, just stop the video, work it out for yourself, and then see if you get the same thing. Okay, that's the easiest thing. Just stop hit pause and then work it out yourself. That's the best way to do this. Okay, so x to the 2/3 times x to the 3/2 times y to the 4th divided by y cubed. Now I'm going to rewrite this as, and I'm going to now employ the rules of exponents. That is x to the 2/3 plus 3/2 times y to the 4th times y to the negative 3. So this equals, I got to find a common denominator here, so this equals x. Okay, we're going to multiply this side by 2 to the 4 in the numerator plus 9 in the numerator divided by 6. Okay, times y to the 4 minus 3. What does this equal? This equals x to the 13/6 y. Okay, again, you can work all this out on your own, just hit pause. Let's do some more. How about the cube root of y plus 4 times the cube root of y plus 4 squared? Okay, now again, we are simplifying, leaving no parentheses or negative exponents. So what do we get? Well, rewriting this and using the rules of exponents, we get y plus 4 to the 1/3 times y plus 2, or excuse me, y plus 4 to the 2/3. That equals y plus 4 to the 1/3 plus 2/3, and of course 1/3 plus 2/3 equals 1, so that equals y plus 4. Again, I don't know why I can't write, but that equals y plus 4. What about the 7th root of the cube root of x squared? This looks complicated, but using the rules of exponents, we can break all this down. Okay? And because we have these two radicals here, we're going to break it. We're going to put it together by pieces. Okay? We know we have x squared, and we know that is raised to the 1/3. Well, that itself is raised to the 1/7. Okay? So now, using the rules of exponents, what do we get? X squared times 1/3 times 1/7. And that equals x to the 2/21. Let's see, what about the 5th root of x times the cube root of y squared? Well, using our rules of exponents, that's x to the 1/5 times y to the 2/3. And can we do anything else with this? No. That's as far as we can go with that.